Hey guys, what is going on? Today I want to teach you how to make a link necklace. Now a link necklace looks like this, where every bead or every 3 beads, you're making a loop on either side and then you're linking them all together. Isn't that really pretty? I really like this necklace a lot. So I'm going to be teaching you today how to make a necklace like this. Now last week I taught you how to make earrings, and from this technique, we're able to do the necklace that we're going to do today. Isn't that great? I just love it. For everything that you learn, you're growing your talent, you're growing your technique so that you can make different kinds of necklaces and have a variety of what you make. And that's just exciting to me. You know why I love making necklaces so much? Anybody? Anybody? Yeah, I like bling, but that's not why. Yeah, I like looking cute and pretty, but that's not why either. The reason I love making necklaces and jewelry so much is that I love giving to people. I love being able to make a present just for them that's unique to them and just blessing them. One of my favorite things to do is to be generous towards people. And you know, my husband and I, we've never had a lot in the bank. We've always had enough food on the table. We've always had our bills paid. We've always had a roof over our head. But at the end of the day, our bank account is like this. But with jewelry making, you can make a necklace that costs you $2 to $5, and in the store it would cost you anywhere from $10 to $25. So I just really want to encourage you that if you don't have a lot of money, this is for you. I mean, like, this is totally for you. So yeah, I just love being generous, and so this is one of the ways that I can do that without having to break my small bank account. So I've decided that since I made these earrings last week, I want to have a matching necklace. So I'm going to show you exactly what you're going to need to have a link necklace. So let's get started. So as you can see, I've got matching beads. Oh, I'm so excited. It's going to look so pretty. So I've decided to have a pattern instead of just all the same beads, small, big, small, big. I decided to have even bigger beads. Now, when you're doing a link necklace, so when you're doing a link and you have big beads, you have to make sure that your head pin or pins with loops in it, that they are big enough that you can have a loop on either side. If your head pin is too small for big beads, then you're gonna have to maybe not do the big beads. You're gonna have to just opt out and do a different style of necklace or different beads and stuff. But always make sure with your pins that they're big enough to have a loop on either side if this is the style you're doing, right? So I've made sure that my head pins have enough room on either side of the loop for this big bead. Now the rest of them, there's plenty of room for loops on either side. So let's get started. So for every bead, you're gonna need a head pin or a pin with a loop on the other side, but you're gonna need pins for every bead. And then pick out your beads that you want, depending on your size of neck is how many beads you're gonna need. I'm tall and I need a lot more beads. You're gonna need a lobster clasp and 2 jump rings. 1 jump ring for your lobster clasp and 1 jump ring for your lobster clasp to hook onto on your necklace. And that's it. And then your tools, you're gonna have your cutter tools. Great, I have 2 kinds of cutter tools. And you're going to need, this is gonna be your best friend. Remember, your extension of your hand. You're gonna need these pliers to do the loop like we did last week. All right, so let's get started. Now what you're gonna do, grab your first bead. And this is the hard part because you're gonna put a loop, grab your bead, you're gonna put a loop on both sides. So hold it evenly. Make sure that you have enough wire to put a loop on both sides. So you're gonna hold it, and I like my loops a little smaller, so I'm gonna cut just enough to have a smaller loop on one side. Grab your pliers, do a 90-degree angle so it looks like that. You see that? Perfect. And then I'm going to grab it at the end of my pliers and I'm going to twist, twist, twist. See, so I have a loop at the top and then the straight at the bottom. I'm going to turn it around. I'm going to hold it really tight like this, and then I'm going to cut a little bit because I don't like my loops really big. If you like your loops big, keep it as big as you want, but depending on how big you want your loop is how big you want your wire. You're gonna do the same thing, 90-degree angle, pull it, 90-degree angle, and you're gonna make a loop, 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 loop. Perfect, see? And you're gonna do that with all your beads. It's a long process, but you're gonna do that with all your beads. So let's just have at it. So I just got done looping all my beads except one big bead because I wanted to show you just a little tips on how to do a big bead. So I'm going to take advantage and use the pin with the little loop on the end. And so in order to make a little loop, you're going to have to cut a lot more wire. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut off a lot more wire to make my little, so maybe like half, maybe a little bit more than half with what I have. And then what you're gonna do with these pliers, see how they're thicker at the bottom and smaller at the top? I'm gonna use my smallest end to make that small loop. So again, you're gonna bend it backwards 90 degrees, and then I'm gonna use the tip of the pliers to make my small loop. And that's it, really easy. You have 2 small loops. Now let's hook the beads together. We're gonna be now at the time, because I like to make all my loops at one time and not loop and hook and loop and hook. I like to make all my loops and then put it together because it just feels like a lot faster. So what you're gonna do, take your first bead and you're going to open it just a little bit. You see that? You're gonna open it just a little bit, and then you're going to hook in your bead and go and make sure your loop is closed. Close it up because you don't want a gap because then your necklace will fall apart. So there you go. And you make sure all your loops are connected, because if they're not, your friend's necklace that you're giving to them or your necklace you're wearing is just gonna fall off them. So make sure every loop is closed up. So I'm gonna be doing that for the next few beads. I'm just gonna open, connect, and close. That easy, that easy. So do it again. I'm gonna show you one more time. You're gonna open, and then put the other bead on, and then connect it. So I connected all my beads together. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm really excited. So now it's time to put your clasp on. What you're gonna do, you're gonna grab your lobster clasp and your small O-ring. I'm gonna take my O-ring with my pliers, put my lobster clasp down, take your other pliers and open it up just a little bit so there's a gap. Then I'm gonna put my lobster clasp in there and then close that loop back up. Now again, you gotta make sure that your loops are closed or else it's not gonna work. Then from there, you're gonna take your bead, you're gonna open up your loop, and you're gonna put it through and close your loop back up. And there you go. You got your lobster clasp on. Now the other side, I am going to look at my O-ring and make sure there's no gap. I don't see a gap, and that's good. And I'm going to open up my loop and then put my O-ring on. Oh, I missed my O-ring. I'm going to close it up, and voila, you got yourself a necklace. Isn't that gorgeous? Now go back through all your loops and make sure they are all closed up, because sometimes you get so fast and you don't really connect and you want them all connected. And there you go. You got yourself a matching necklace with your matching earrings all linked together. Isn't it just fabulous? So if you like this video, I do videos twice a week, Tuesday and Thursday. So if you want to subscribe so you know when they're coming out, click right here. And then if you want to comment, share, like, I'd love to hear your ideas or maybe a necklace you want me to do. But yeah, I love making necklaces. Aren't they fabulous? So that's all I got for you guys today. I love you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.